Man, live on Zach TV 1. Please man, who are you, man? Introduce yourself to the world, bro.
It's your boy Shondell, man, owner and program director of Raw Radio on Power 92 Sunday night, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. We actually about to, go syndication. So,
what?
Yeah, we about to take it to Killeen, Texas as well down there, and then look to, expand to different markets. I'm looking at Atlanta, Detroit, different markets that I'm gonna really take the shit to another level. So I'm excited.
That's super dope. Now, I heard the rumor. I don't know how true it is, but I heard a rumor that used to be Young Pappy's teacher.
Yeah. R.I.P. to the kid, Young Pappy, man. Actually, back when he was about 10 years old, I used to mentor this because I'm damn near 40, I'm
you lying.
And damn near 40, man. I'm up there, but he was one of the students I had in the class. I had a mentorship program, actually like a hip hop school.
Okay.
At the Boys and Girls Club. Big up DJ Ezon, he was over that. And Pappy was, what we did was we had like, how normally at the Boys and Girls Club, the older kids normally want to play basketball. Dude, I had probably 40 students in this class. Big ups Lupe Fiasco, Jim Stones, Wild Stop and Crucial Conflict, AK of Do or Die. Because what I did was I sectioned off these students in different groups. And I had put teachers with each class. So like Lupe was a coach, Wild Style was a coach, AK was a coach, Ace Mac was a coach. So it's like, and then they had to come up with a record, and whoever had the dopest record was going to get on radio, get an interview, and then I was going to create a mixtape in general, so they were all winners and stuff like that. He was the hottest artist actually out of the whole pack at 10 years old. The kid was like 10 years old, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Now, when the success started to rise, what you was thinking then? Like,
I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't know. Like, I wasn't really in tune with Young Pappy had going on or nothing. A friend of mine named Morocco Vaughn kind of told me, like, he was just telling me about, Young Pappy trying to reach you. I'm like, Young Pappy, I'm like, he said you used to be his teacher and this and that. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, he rapping. I'm like, oh, I was like, he's always a dope rapper. I never knew nothing about what he had going on because we had lost touch, so I didn't know he was rhyming or none of that or what he was doing. And then when I caught wind of what he was doing, actually like about, I think it was 2 to 3 weeks before he passed, I actually gave him an interview on the show and premiered his record. And it was something nice for the ladies or whatever. It was a nice interview, man. So R.I.P. to that kid. And then like I think two weeks after that interview, I heard he was murdered or whatever. So I was just like, that's devastating.
Wow, R.I.P. Young Pappy, man. How was that, man? You born and raised in Chicago, right?
Yes, sir.
So how often do you come in cahoots with death or artists that died or?
It's been a few times, a few times where I was just talking to him, you know what I mean? So, it's very often in Chicago. I've actually, was in the entertainment field before that. I had my first record deal at 13, second record deal at 17. Shout out Lupe Fiasco, Navi, D-Lo, Butcher, Shorty, Capone, Alize, KT, The Pack. It's actually role manager of the group. The Pack, we was signed in 2000, you know what I'm saying? Traveling the world, doing shows. Then that didn't, work out. Then like 22, 23, I was vice president of an independent record label and sold probably over like 100,000 units because I'm not lazy. So shout out my guy Utmost from the group Dude and had to watch my feet record.
Oh.
He was like interning at the time and like driving out. We had rap tour buses and everything, and I saw my man saw something in him like, yo, and in me like, yo, y'all go hard. So that's how he got behind them with the group doing them, and then got behind me with the whole Raw TV. We was on Fox 32 with the TV show, and then we, with Raw Radio, I was working on Power 92. I didn't go to school for radio. I actually won a contest on GCI, the Radio Idol situation, and that's how I got on radio. I beat out like 5 million people, and I was doing like a lot of comedy skits on radio, like Bill Clinton, The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Mace, just different voice impersonations, DMX, like comedy skits, Bill, like tons, and then won a contest. Trey the Chocolate Jock was my homie, like, man, I'm gonna put you on. He got the morning show over there and put me on with him. So I was doing that, and then I became the program director at Power 92 over the entire Chicago division. So anything to do with local music, I was the dude deciding on what got played, who was next to go on rotation. So I've helped a lot of artists get on, like, before they were who they were, First person ever played like Jeremiah, Chief Keef, Lil Durk, LEP, Lupe Fiasco did all his records over there, supported him. A lot of shit with Twister, Speed 9 Mobsters, Gemini, you know, Gemstone, he was Gemini. Man, so many artists. Ben One, you know, Never Leave My Girl record. Slick Loving Your Body record. Jeremiah, like I said, John Blue. So many artists, you know what I mean, that I've helped. Like, Bo Deal, you know, single-handed just, you know, met them and just supported them, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And because I was in position, just like, yo, no problem.
All right, that's super dope. Do you think, with your success rising, you know, to the utmost, do you think about leaving Chicago, going to other cities and states for good?
No. Actually, I've lived in other states and cities, and no places like home. I'm most comfortable here. I've lived in LA, I've lived in New York, I've lived in Tennessee. Nothing feels, to me, more comfortable than Chicago. Like, you know, it's just, I mean, you know this because of the weather. It's cold and you know it's hot, but it ain't like no tornadoes and shit. Like, you know
exactly,
what I'm saying?
hurricanes. For a person out there that's been sleeping under a rock, how can these people follow you on social media?
At Raw TV Radio, on Instagram, Facebook, Shondell, profile pics with me and Jay-Z. Shout out Jay-Z.
What? Jiggy?
Yeah. Big ups Jay-Z, man. Got him for an interview, one of my first major interviews, and my homie Lee. Big ups Lee, man. One of the reasons I'm in radio. Leroy Johnson worked with Atlantic Records. He was like, man, what did you say to him? Because he was like, the only person got him was you on Oprah. And I was like, yo, it's all about who you know. Because you know, because you do interviews, so you know, when it's a heavy, like a Jay-Z, when it's a new artist, they're like, yo, mingle. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No. But when it's a heavy, like a Jigga, somebody on that stature, it's their job to keep you away from them. So I literally got like right next to him, was able to talk to him, and he was like, oh shit, I didn't know. I'm like, yo, I'm Woo. He was like, yo. And then he called my mans, like right in front of me, and he's like, yo, I'm sitting here with your nephew. Like, he's out in Power 92. He said, yo, you met my motherfucking nephew? He's like, yo, give him an interview. So he's like, yo, I'm finna take care of it now. So it's like, it's kind of like all about who you know.
Wow.
And I got him for the TV show, and like, yo, make sure he just like, make sure, cause it was crazy, like, I remember Lee was like, yo, you gotta, and he's like, he told Lee like, yo, fall back, I gotta do this. And Lee was just looking like, okay. So he was like, and then he took the picture, like, yo, use this as like your profile pic just to show proof to your people that I did it. I was like, all right.
So that's, it's safe to say that's the biggest interview you ever done? Well, it's not?
I'm trying to think, like, cause I've interviewed Jay-Z, I've interviewed like Ice Cube, I've interviewed,
classics.
Man, so many people. Man, Jay-Z, Ice Cube, Twister is called one of my favorites. I love Twister, man. Got history, but my dude, I've interviewed man, TLC, 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg. I remember I interviewed Ja Rule and Ashanti.
Wow.
Russell Simmons. Man, there's so many interviews that I've done.
Heavies, man, heavies, and you still work with the local artists.
Yeah, like I show love to the locals. Like I don't work for Power 92. I work for myself. Like, you know, I used to work for them, but we definitely got a partnership thing where we do with Raw Radio. It's a broker pay program where you buy your airtime and shit like that. So, you know, but I love Jay Allen. You know, the partnership we got is impeccable. Because the thing is, he's the program director of programming, so he loves what I bring to the table and what we do together for us, showing love and showcasing Chicago talent on a major platform. So, you know, it's all of us in the whole, you know, Pat Edwards, Barbara McDowell, you know, big ups John Eastrom, Jay Hector, Shorty Capone, you know, the whole team, how we just really, you know, of course, you know, mainstream radio is tough, but, you know, but we really, really, really like to get back to our local artists. We've been doing it for years. And the thing is with local artists, if we haven't played you yet, it's probably because you haven't got at us yet. But we busy just like y'all is. But I always tell local artists, just you got to do the right things and network the right way to get to the right people. That's what I did. Like, I believed in myself when, you know, I got laid off from the station. I'm like, man, what I'm going to do? You know what I mean? And I believed in myself. You know, invested in myself, empowered myself, believed in myself, then got the right team around me. Shout out my management, man. Shorty Capone, appreciate everything the bro's ever done for me. And, You know, shout out my boy Butter the Great as well, man. Hold your head. We had a TV show called The Countdown on WCIU, channel 2060U2. And I'm looking to bring that back as well.
Wow.
Also a documentary film, What Shondell Means to Chicago. That sold out in theaters, so I appreciate all the love with that. A lot of interviews, you know. Shout out Lil Durk, Stevie J, King Louis, just all the people who just, you know, just, because I don't want to be like, yeah, I did this. I'm letting them say it. Like, yo, you can say it. Like, this Famous Dex, play him first. Broke that kid. Like, it's so many artists that we, like, literally help just, you know, and I don't want no sucker shit. Like, I'm like, yo, like, man, bump into me, like how you bumped into me.
Right.
And you like, man, what I got to do to get on the show? And I was like, yo, just come up there. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
That easy. Was it any politics involved?
Nah, nothing like
you
that.
Know what
All
I'm saying?
love.
And you came up there and basically in your hometown, you got 2 million people hearing you in your hometown on fucking mainstream radio. So that's the thing. I like to make it easy for people and just show that love and extend that hand. You know what I mean? So God bless everybody.
I heard it first live on Zach TV1, your homie Shondell. Man, it's incredible. We gotta definitely shout out R. Wilson, man. The lady behind the camera, she's incredible. Shondell, one more time, shout out Zach TV1 and definitely shout out R. Wilson.
Man, big up Zach TV and R. Wilson as well. And I want to thank y'all for what y'all do. You know, just, it's a lot of people. Salute to anybody that's doing TV, radio, camera work, DJing. You know, motherfuckers out working hard, man. And I just want to say really why I got this, why I got your viewers, just to say, you know, with Chicago, with all this violence, it's really crazy and fucked up that people get into it over nothing, you know. And me being the age I'm at, and, you know, not to sound like a militant person and none of that shit, but, like, I just want to say, like, man, I'd be thinking about the things that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. went through for us. You know what I'm saying, as a whole, and for people to be, some shit you can't control. You can't control a nigga running off with a nigga pack on a block. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that was bullshit. You know, so it's like, some things, a motherfucker did some bullshit and he may deserve, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But some of this shit be sucker shit and be like, yo, that ain't cool. A kid getting killed for no reason, innocent kids getting killed, certain shit like that, so. I just want to say, man, please put the guns down, make better decisions. Think about, you know, before you pull that trigger, man. And because what's crazy with the new generation is, like, that's the new shit, that's the style is, man. You know, carrying a gun or shooting somebody, or, you know, that shit is crazy, man. Death is real, you know, you can't come back from that, you know. So, you know, R.I.P. to Pappy, like, I was devastated I heard the kick out. I'm like, damn, I just start talking back to him and start, you know, rebuild with him, and but you know what, he's murdered over what? For nothing. For like why? You know what I mean? Like why is he dead? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that kid was an angel, but it's like, that's what I mean. We gotta make better decisions, man. So that shit is crazy what's going on in the city. It be people that I rock with on a heavy, I rock with a lot of people, man, and I love everybody and I really wanna see everybody win, but the people be like, boy, I ain't coming up there. You know, just, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, like, I done tried to pull off some mega shows and people scared to come up here in Chicago, for real. They like, yo, they killing kids and everything. I'm like, and I can't say, like, nothing but just, like, damn, all right. And that scared to even do a show. I don't say no names, but it's a lot of major celebrities that, you know, are worried for their safety.
Wow.
You know, so, but he ain't gonna stop me. God bless everybody, man.
God bless.
And tune in to Raw Radio Sunday night, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Power 92. We really put on for real. I try to really help empower people, even the people that's up under me, the team that's up under me, you know, that work for me and shit like that. Just really from the heart, you know what I mean? Trying to really help it. That's what it's about. That's what I'm about.
Man, that's what's up, man. You heard it first, man. Shondell live on Zach TV1.
Thank you, man. For love, man. God bless
you, brother,
man. For real. I feel like we the new Daddy Glove and Mel Gibson.
Let's get it. Lethal Weapons. Okay, baby.